Cause they're the ones who scared to hold the mirror up. See they self when they wake up. Let's wake up. It's time for our generation to save us.
What up and welcome to Generation News. My name is Justin Ortiz, and we got to hang out with one of the top photographers right here in Rochester, New York, Christopher Goodknews Cardwell. He's been published in tons of magazines, and he gives us great advice on how to become successful as a photographer. This is Generation News, and we're changing the way you view this generation.
My name is Christopher, aka Goodknews. I have a business called Goodknews Photography located in Rochester, New York. I actually got involved in the field of photography by mistake. Me and some of my frat brothers started a company called Frontwork ENT. We had models for our company and we didn't have a photographer to shoot, so I kind of started doing it, playing around to fill the void since we didn't have one, but ended up falling in love with the craft. Putting your best foot forward and treating people right, because I've noticed, especially in business, when you treat people right and you do right by others and you under-promise, you over-perform, you continue to have people come back and speak highly of you. So I always try to make sure I treat people how I want to be treated and give them a deal and make them feel special, so they always come back to me and tell their friends. And in terms of just start off with small goals where I was like, well, I just want to make $50 a photo shoot, then it went to I just want to make $50 a photo shoot to I want to be published in a magazine, then it went from I want to be published into a magazine to I want to shoot the cover to a magazine, and now I'm at the point where I've shot the cover magazines, but now I'm looking to shoot a cover to a major magazine, so that's one of my next big. One of the big things that motivates me is seeing people's reactions when I give them their photographs back. Making people happy and being a positive influence to others, that definitely motivates me as well. Not besides my little brother and my family, just being a good example for him and for others, because there's not a lot of positive young black examples out there, so and we need more of those. So I'm going to make sure that I'm one. I've been publishing a numerous amount of magazines, Hips on Deck magazine, 50/50 magazine. I have been published in ESPN magazine for an ad I shot for Oxywater. I have been published in Vibe magazine for an ad that I shot for Oxywater as well. Family's been very supportive of me. My mom, I would definitely have to say, coming to Rochester after I graduated from college in 2007 from Hampton University, was working for my father's company in Ohio, and I lost everything because of some of the wrong turns that the company took. Not anything I did personally, but since I was involved with the company and so on and so forth, that's just happened. So I ended up moving to Rochester to kind of rebuild. And when I got to Rochester, I was kind of doing photography, and this was around 2009, I was kind of doing photography, like I said, as a hobby, part-time, to fill the void for our company that we had. But then I started taking it seriously. I started seeing that there was opportunities where I can make more money at this, and it was something that I love to do. And I hate going up and working for somebody else every day. My dad has always taught me the same amount of energy it takes to work for somebody else, you can work for yourself. The advice I would give anybody, not just a young person that's getting into photography, is the more you shoot, the more you learn. I was shooting, or I've been shooting, almost every single day, just even if I was shooting a leaf outside. I know it sounds dumb, but just playing around with the exposure modes of the camera and learning the camera and how it actually works, that's very important. So the more you shoot, the more you learn. So always be constantly shooting, always trying to progress in your portfolio. Don't try to stay stagnant. And don't be scared to make mistakes. Some of the best photos that I've done is having from making a mistake that maybe I had the light at the wrong power and didn't know it, but then the effect that it gave was pretty cool, and then I mixed that in with something else that I learned. So it's always constantly trying something new, and reading as many books. YouTube is a very powerful tool. I've never went to school a day in my life for photography, so you can learn. It's just all about how motivated you want to be and how much that you want to learn. It's really up to you. So, and also keeping the attitude, knowing that it's up to you to do what you have to do. So making sure that you stare at yourself to do it and keep a positive attitude and just know that you can do whatever you put your mind to. So that's what advice I would give. Success is really just being able to be happy. I mean, and when I say that is like, you can have a certain amount of money but not be happy. So that's not being successful. Just being able to do what I love to do, be able to support the people that I need to support doing it, that's what I believe my success is. My name is Goodknews of Goodknews Photography, and I'm changing the way you view this generation.
Let's make a plan, let's take a chance. We're gonna stand, we will